Most politicians have enemies on their own side, and for some reason or another, Bishop had more internal critics than most. Yet she provided stability as deputy, importantly was a prominent woman for a party with too few leading females. She was popular with the public, a hard-working and successful fundraiser and a competent performer. The trouble is that now Bishop insists on playing two of the favourite cards of the left and the media, two surefire ways to drum up attention from social media and the progressives that dominate the mainstream media. After a decade at the very top echelons of national affairs, Bishop is claiming victim status and blaming gender.
If I spoke in a room of 20 men, if I would put forward my idea, there was sort of silence and the next person would speak as if I hadn't spoken. And then somebody would say precisely what I said or come up with precisely the same idea.
The thing with Bishop is that she refused to play the victim card or the gender card when she was in office. That was commendable. I saw her in action, behind closed doors. She was formidable and powerful. Publicly, of course, we all saw she was assured. Sure, she was never considered as leadership material. That's just a fact of life. Why? Well, I don't think it was because of gender. She'd been forced out of the Treasury portfolio in opposition, and it's hard to lead a party without strong economic credentials. She also spent a decade in foreign affairs where it's important, but it doesn't play you into the day-to-day domestic politics that leadership requires. And she probably never had, anyway, the real political cut-through to make it as a leader of the party. You'll all have your own views on that anyway, but why is she seeking this attention now? Why play the victim now? It's not good for her reputation, in my view. Surely it would be better just to bank her success. She had a remarkable career and has plenty more on her plate in the future, as I mentioned. Whatever the reasons, this has got coalition operatives talking, and not terribly favourably, about her in political circles. They're now sharing stories about her, saying she became too focused on celebrity rather than the daily grind of politics. And I've been reliably informed about a snippet that plays right into this. It relates to her last visit to London as Foreign Minister just over a year ago in July 2018. Now, foreign ministers regularly organise dinners on these visits to meet with other politicians, ambassadors, business people, academics and the like, people who might have important insights for our national interests or our foreign policy. Apparently, Bishop asked the High Commissioner on this occasion, and that's former ministerial colleague George Brandis, to invite some celebrities to dinner. George and Amal Clooney, David and Victoria Beckham, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Apparently, none of them turned up. But we are left with the question, what on earth could they have shared that would have been useful to Australia's national interests? Now, Julie Bishop has confirmed to me that there was a dinner, that these guests were not there, but the invite list, she says, was up to the High Commissioner, adding that she'd met Harry and Meghan previously and she'd met Amal Clooney many times, and she didn't know the Beckhams. I guess we can expect to hear a few more shots fired in these internal history wars. Almost a year on from the Liberal Party's leadership trauma, there still seem to be some people looking to settle some scores.